So we're going to begin with sun salutations, and always listen to the breathing. So let your breathing be first, and then do the pose. Whenever you do any kind of forward bend, that's when you want to exhale, let the air out. And then whenever you're doing anything that's a lift that you're coming up, that's when you want to inhale and expand the chest. So start at the front of the mat. Start with the balls of the feet together, the heels apart so the hips open, and then tune into your breath. You can press the palms together in prayer position to open into the heart and release the shoulders, and we'll begin. So breathe in, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, right out over the legs. Breathe in, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Jump or step the legs back. Keep the rib cage lifted, heels back. Exhale to lower, breath is strong. Breathe in, upward dog. And then exhale to downward dog. Staying here for 5 breaths. And you're really tipping the bum bones up towards the sky. So you tip the hips high. Let the shoulders be free, so try not to hold up through the shoulder girdle. Let the head dangle so that the back and the neck is nice and long. Keep the legs activated and pulling up, especially the inner thighs. And then one more full breath, always in and out through the nose. And now gaze up, come up onto the tiptoes. Step or jump the feet forward, come halfway up, nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And then breathe in, bring the arms up overhead, bring the palms together, and then exhale back to center. Okay, I'm just going to show you from the side so you can see what's happening with the back. So here how's this? Good? Okay, all right. So here we go. We breathe in, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, reach out through the crown. Breathe in, come halfway up, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step the legs back. Keep the rib cage lifted. Exhale to lower. Breathe in, upward dog, open through the chest. And then exhale to downward dog for 5. Here again, just let the head dangle. Pulling up, I keep pulling the belly up and in because that really helps to support the low back. Let the heels drop. And let the inner thighs move back. Here's the tip up, that's called a dog tilt. So it's a really great way to get the spine to lengthen. Let the shoulders be free, so again, not holding up. Pulling up through the inner thighs. And then you can gaze up, come up onto the tiptoes, jump or step the feet all the way to the hands. Come on, halfway up, nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And then breathe in, bring the arms up overhead, bring the palms together, and then exhale back. And right into the next one, breathe in, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward, right out over the legs. Breathe in, come halfway up, nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward, jump or step. Exhale to lower, rib cage is strong. Breathe in, upward dog, open through the chest. Lift from the hips. Exhale into downward dog. Here again, just letting the head dangle. Continue to pull up through the core. Shoulders are free. Keep the head dangling so that the neck can lengthen. Your breath is always in and out through the nose. As soon as you finish exhaling, go right into the next in-breath. And then you can gaze up, tiptoes, step or jump the feet to the hands. Come on, halfway up, nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And then breathe in, bring the arms up overhead, palms together, and then exhale to center. And 2 more. Breathe in, gaze up, open. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, come halfway up, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Now jump or step the legs back. Exhale to lower, rib cage is strong. Breathe in, upward dog, open through the chest. And then exhale to downward dog. Here again, just super tip the hips up towards the sky, lengthening through the backs of the legs. The head dangles.
Always watching the shoulders are free. And see if you can keep the mind on the breath. If you start to go off, just thank the thought. Come on back to the breath. Here again, it's always nice to keep tipping the hips up. And then one last breath. And then you can gaze up, tiptoes, jump or step the feet to the hands. Come on, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, bring the arms up overhead, palms together. And then exhale to center. And last salutation, breathe in, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, come halfway up, nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And now stepping the legs back, lift the rib cage. Exhale to lower. Breathe in, upward dog, open. And then exhale to downward dog. So keep the tip of the hips pulling up so the tailbone comes super high. That'll get you a straight line from your tailbone right through to the top of the head. The gaze with the eyes is just in between the feet, and it's just beyond the tip of the nose. I just had a huge plate of curry before I did this. It's a miracle. See if you can keep everything as long as possible. The legs, the arms, try not to bend, but really reach. And now coming up, tiptoes, gaze up, jump or step the feet to the hands. Come on, halfway up, nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend. Now breathing in, bring the arms up overhead, bring the palms together, and then exhale back to center. Now from here, you can come right into forward bend. So have the feet just hip width apart, and start with the hands just on the waist so that you're opening in through the shoulders. And then start with an in-breath, gaze up, and then you can exhale, fold forward over the legs. The feet are hip width apart, and which is narrower usually than you realize. Hold on to the big toes, and then exhale, fold forward, let the head dangle. Let the hips tip up strongly towards the ceiling. Pull in through the abdomen as you stay with the breathing. Again, make sure the shoulders are free. Try not to hold them up. And then on your next in-breath, gaze up. Flatten the back as you lift. And then dive the hands right underneath the feet. And now you can press down on the feet. Feel free to bend the knees like crazy if you need to. Breathe in, gaze up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let the head dangle. Let the shoulders be free. Stay with the breath. And one more breath. And then you can breathe in, gaze up. Exhale the hands to the waist. And now breathe in, come all the way back up. And then just bring the hands to heart center. Now, next let's go into triangle pose. So you're going to step the left heel back. The right toes come forward. And then just open right through the torso. Draw the left rib cage back. Try to be like not tight, but really more like expanded. And then exhale over to that right side. Bringing the left palm towards the ceiling. Keep the chin in so the neck stays long. You might get to the knee, you might get to the shin. Just see what happens. Pull back through this back left hip so you've got a straight line from here, maybe out to the top of the head. Just see what happens. And keep breathing. Keep lots of weight in your back left heel. And one more breath. There's a bug on the ceiling. Okay. And then breathing in, just come right back. Now just turn the right heel out, left toes forward. Draw the right waist back so you get nice and lifted. Stay open through the chest but not stiff.
And then exhale over to that left side. Keep gazing up towards the ceiling with the chin staying in, shoulders back. Keep pressing this right hip back so you can open up through the right waist. Again, keep the breath. Feel free to wiggle if you need to find your pose. Stay with the breath. Reaching out through the top of the head. And then breathe in to come all the way back up. Now turn the feet parallel and then just step the legs together. Come back to the front of the mat. And then you can step the left leg back again. This time let's come right into warrior. So you're going to bend the right knee directly out over the big toe. Actually the second toe, so you're just going to come straight forward. Try not to pop your hip out, but pull back through the right thigh. And then just open through the chest. Gaze just beyond the middle fingers. And keep directing this knee forward. Open through the chest. Stay with the breathing. Let the gaze be beyond the middle finger so you can focus the mind. And keeping the chest open. And then you can straighten that front right leg. Turn the heel out 45 degrees, that anchors. And then rotate over to the left side. Keep that right hip back. And again, draw the right waist back. Now as you bend, don't shift the weight, but stay back. Just let that left knee come forward so that the knee is directly over the second toe. Open. Stay with your breath. Keep drawing that right side of the rib cage back as you open. Breath. Back leg is activated. My knee's a little sore, so you might need to bend your knee as well. Just keep listening to that day, what your body tells you. And then you can come up. And now just turn the feet parallel. Now let's turn, let's do this. Let's come on over to this side. And then bending once again. Bring the right arm down. Keep that front knee bent. Bring the left arm up. Keep the chin in as you lengthen out through the crown of the head. Keep your breath steady. And then you might be able to bring the arm over. Keep the shoulder down, the palm slightly in front, and then you can gaze up towards that palm. Still keep lots of weight in the back leg, so try not to lunge, but stay back. Again, the gaze is lifted, so you keep the chin in, and that way you keep the neck nice and long. And then you press into the back leg, and then breathe in, come up. Now you can rotate. Whew, okay, bending, coming down. Lots of curry happening. Bring this arm over. Keep pressing into that back leg. So again, try not to lunge. Oops, sorry. Here we are, opening. Draw that right hip back. Keep the left knee directing out, but you keep you back, your hip. Open the chest. Keep the chin in. Be happy. Try not to hold up, but give your weight to the ground. Bring the arm over. Again, keep the chin in, shoulder down. Now just gaze up towards the forearm with the eyes, but don't crack the neck back. Just stay gazing towards the forearm. Press into the back leg. Bend the knee if you need to. One more breath. And then you can come up, press into that back right foot. Turn the feet parallel, and then you can step the legs back to the front of the mat. And then again, bring the legs over to the left. Now for this one, you get your superhero pose, and you just bring the hands to the waist. Then you can open through the chest. Exhale the hands together. Then breathe in, come up, open. Exhale, fold forward, right out over the legs. Bring the hands so they're in line with your feet, so not front and not behind. And then breathe in, gaze up, flat back. Exhale, fold. If you're going to hit the floor, bring your legs together, because it's not fun when your head hits the floor. So just let your head dangle, pull up through the thighs.
I'm going to show you what's happening here. You want to really pull up through the hips, push towards your finger side. And when you pull up through the legs, that's going to super activate in there. The core is strong and the back is quite flat. So feel free to need to adjust in any way that you can feel the length from your tail right through to the crown of the head. Pushing through. Do keep the knees from buckling back, so pull up through the inner thighs, make sure the knees are good. Staying with your breathing. And then you can breathe in, gaze up. And now exhale the hands to the waist, flat back. Breathe in, lift, come all the way back up. And then you can bring the arms out to the side. And now bring the hands together, interlace. Breathe in, gaze up, open through the ribs, nice stretch. And then exhale. Now reach the wrists over and out. So really, it's more that you're reaching the wrists out as opposed to trying to hammer down. Let them reach out this way. Pull up through the inner thighs as you extend the arms over and keep the legs activated. So you're getting a nice strong stretch right through the shoulders. Just let your breath guide how far the arms fall. Again, try not to hammer down, but to let your shoulders go. You might notice a big difference on either side. Again, legs activated, core strong. So you're letting your upper body kind of hang out of your hips like a swing set. Like just really be as, as natural as you can in this pose. And then you can press into the feet. Breathe in, come all the way back up, open through the chest, and then just exhale the hands to the waist. Breathe in, come up, open. And then the next one is, once again, breathe in, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. And now you can grab onto the big toes, first two fingers, thumbs on the outsides, elbows bent. Breathe in, flat back. Exhale, fold. Pull up strongly through the legs, tip so that you bring the hips high. Activate the legs. Again, try not to lock the knees. Soft at the back of the knees. Elbows bend out to the side as you press down through all four corners of the feet. As you breathe in and out, see if you can keep the abdomen drawn in slightly, even when you inhale, so you don't expand the belly. This will really help to support the spine. So you can see I'm attempting to keep this area pulled up instead of letting the belly expand. And the head is dangling, spine is long. And then you can breathe in, gaze up. And now exhale the hands to the waist, keep the legs activated. And then breathe in, come all the way back up. And then just breathe the arms out to the side, open through the chest, rib cage strong. And then you can step the legs together. And just come back to the center of your mat. Okay. So next I'd like to do a balancing pose. And here we're going to take I just did some damage to my meniscus, so I'm going to be really careful here. Not doing yoga, by the way. I want you to just grab onto the base of the big toe, or the base of the toes. And then you bring the arm up and just lift and lengthen right out from the rib cage. So you're pressing into the standing leg, the knee draws back, and you really pull the foot in towards the body. And as you breathe, keep the breath, like when you breathe in, keep the rib cage drawing in. Oops. And just keep pressing on the inside of your standing foot. And breath. Keep on opening through the different areas of the body that might be feeling tight. And then you can release. And now just coming to the other side. So again, if you feel sensation or pain on the inside of your knee, then just soften the knee a little bit. Make sure that the pose is about length and not holding yourself up. So it feels like you're really dropping your weight through the foot and not holding up. So you anchor, and as you grab the big toes, let the elbow come back and in so you're not out.
Lift through the ribs. Choose a focal point with the eyes. I'm choosing Shane's lovely shirt. I'm just going to gaze there. This helps to still the mind. That's what's really wonderful about the balancing poses, is you're stilling your mind. You're calming the central nervous system in the spine. And you're lengthening the spine. And then you can gently release and come down. And then we'll finish there.